Gout Gout has just delivered a performance that defies belief, and what's been revealed has left athletics observers across the world stunned. The Australian sprint sensation stands as one of the most explosive young talents in track and field history, making his recent Olympic declaration particularly satisfying to witness. The revelation involves not only his catastrophic destruction of age group records, but also the complete transformation of sprinting expectations for teenage athletes, prompting the entire athletics community to finally acknowledge this systematic breakthrough after witnessing one of the most remarkable athletic announcements in recent memory. The context begins with Gout's stunning appearance on the Beyond the Records podcast, alongside Noah Lyles and Grant Holloway, where he was expected to discuss his recent performances but instead delivered earth-shattering news about his Olympic ambitions. The 17-year-old phenom recently declared his intention to target both the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics and the 2032 Brisbane Games. It announced his goal to create a historic legacy on home soil during Australia's hosting of the Games. This inflammatory ambition escalated expectations, particularly when six-time world champion Noah Lyles described it as a perfect storm brewing for the teenage superstar. The athletics world has tracked Gout's rise for years, knowing his performances signal a new era for sprinting. At just 17, he shattered Usain Bolt's age group 200-meter record with 20.04 seconds, showing that generational talent can defy expectations. Gout's success isn't just teenage brilliance, it's built on elite technique, mental maturity, and disciplined training that rivals Olympic athletes. Balancing schoolwork with world-class preparation, he's redefining what's possible for young sprinters and forcing everyone to rethink the limits of human speed. Gout recently revealed his comprehensive Olympic vision in a particularly significant podcast statement that exposed his systematic approach to athletic greatness. That's the end goal for sure, so pretty much like running there and obviously LA, which is in 2028, so your hometown or not, your home country. So, looking forward to that, and obviously, I'll be aiming to head there and World Championships this year in Tokyo. I got the qualifier, obviously, so I'm aiming to be there as well, and 2032 Olympics, yeah, that's where I'm at for sure. This comprehensive declaration exposes Gout's systematic vision, establish immediate international presence, target peak performance for home Olympics, and create lasting athletic legacy to justify generational talent status, ultimately demonstrating that teenage phenoms can maintain long-term focus while achieving immediate world-class results. The financial breakthrough demonstrates unprecedented commercial value for a teenage Australian athlete. Gout signed a lucrative multi-year deal with Adidas worth more than $6 million that runs until the Brisbane Olympics, representing a guaranteed annual return approaching $1 million. This 8-year contract places him among Australia's highest-paid athletes despite his age and limited professional experience. The sponsorship battle reveals the global recognition of Gout's commercial potential and athletic ceiling. The deal was thrashed out over 6 days at the Junior Athletics World Championships in Peru, where Adidas outmuscled fierce rivals Nike and Puma for his signature. One sports administrator noted, they'll place bets on probably 50 different athletes at that sort of level, hoping that 10 of them really get to that level where they need to. The Usain Bolt comparison creates both opportunity and pressure that Gout handles with remarkable maturity. Rather than accepting the comparison passively, Gout expressed his desire to forge his own legendary path. I'm trying to be the next Gout Gout, and being compared to Usain Bolt is amazing. Everyone wants to be the next star, basically. And Usain Bolt's the best sprinter, the best athlete, so being compared to him is great. But then, I'm Gout Gout, so I want to be able to make my name as big as his name. The performance trajectory shows systematic improvement that validates expert projections and commercial investment. Gout's wind-assisted 19.98 seconds in the 200 meters at the Queensland State Championships signals his potential to break the 20-second barrier legitimately in the near future. His personal best of 10.17 seconds in the 100 meters demonstrates versatility across sprint distances that characterizes truly exceptional track talents. The home game's advantage creates unprecedented opportunity for athletic and commercial success. The 2032 Brisbane Olympics will occur when Gout is approaching his 24th birthday. Theoretically, inner is prime. As a sprinter with home crowd support and maximum media attention, Noah Lyles pointed out this creates a perfect storm scenario where Gout could become the face of the Games, similar to Kathy Freeman's electrifying performance during the 2000 Sydney Olympics. The immediate competition schedule demonstrates Gout's systematic approach to development and international experience. He's already secured qualification for this year's World Championships in Tokyo, representing an extraordinary achievement for a 17-year-old and providing invaluable experience on the global stage before his planned Olympic debuts. The academic balance shows Gout's comprehensive approach to personal development beyond athletic excellence. While studying for his Year 12 certificate at Ipswich Grammar in Brisbane, Gout maintains straight-A academic performance while competing at world-class levels, demonstrating exceptional time management and intellectual capabilities. The family influence creates stability and guidance that supports Gout's athletic development. Coming from a family of 7 children with South Sudanese heritage, Gout benefits from strong family support and cultural grounding that keeps him connected to his roots while pursuing international success. The training opportunities demonstrate Adidas's comprehensive development strategy for their investment. The chance to travel to Florida for training blocks with Olympic 100-meter champion Noah Lyles and his coach, Lance Brauman, provides world-class coaching access and elite training environment without requiring permanent relocation from Australia. The viral phenomenon shows how Gout's performances capture global attention and drive commercial value. Footage of one of Gout's runs went viral with 2 million hits, even though the video was from a race 5 months earlier, demonstrating the sustained interest in his athletic achievements and marketability. The Australian athletics impact extends beyond individual success to systematic sport development. Former Australian Olympian David Culber noted the importance of keeping gout in Australia. The reason why kids go to U.S. colleges is because there's not the financial support in the Australian system to keep them here. He doesn't need to now. The risk mitigation strategy reveals how Adidas structured their investment to maximize return while managing uncertainty. The deal involves base payments with performance bonuses based on Olympic and World Championship results, ensuring Gout receives guaranteed income while providing incentives for continued improvement and championship performance. The competitive timeline creates mounting anticipation for Gout's confrontations with established stars. The athletics world is already excited about potential showdowns between Gout and Lyles at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, which would pit the established champion against the rising star in what could be one of the most anticipated sprint duels in Olympic history. The maturity demonstration shows Gout's exceptional emotional intelligence and professional approach despite his age. His composed response to rapid fame and commercial pressure indicates strong character development and appropriate support systems that enable continued focus on athletic improvement. The legacy-building focus extends beyond immediate performance to generational impact on Australian sprinting. Gout's success creates inspiration for younger athletes while establishing new performance standards and commercial possibilities for future Australian track and field stars. The international recognition validates Australia's sprint development programs and coaching methodologies. Gout's world-class performances demonstrate that Australian training systems can produce Olympic-caliber sprinters and compete against traditional track and field powerhouses. The timing perfection creates optimal conditions for Gout's commercial and athletic development. His emergence coincides with increased global interest in sprinting and Australia's preparation for hosting the 2032 Olympics, maximizing opportunities for success and recognition. The systematic improvement pattern suggests Gout's ceiling remains unknown and potentially historic. His consistent time drops and technical development indicate continued upward trajectory that could challenge world records and redefine sprinting excellence for his generation. Years. The bond with Lyles has also helped Gout stay grounded amid the hype. This is the real question. Plenty of teenage track stars have flamed out before they ever hit the big stage. Injuries, burnout, mental stress. Track and field is a brutal sport, and Gout is still just a kid. But what sets him apart is his mindset. "My circle helps me stay level," he said. He's focused not just on winning races, but on building a legacy. He wants to last. He wants to grow. And most importantly, he wants to peak at the right time. His coach, manager, and family are taking precautions to prevent overtraining. Regular sports psychology sessions are now part of his routine. There's a long-term plan, not just for medals, but for his physical and emotional health. There's something uniquely calm about Gout Gout. While others crumble under attention, he seems to soak it in. He speaks like someone twice his age, aware of his responsibilities and the eyes watching him. And then there's his style. He runs smooth, effortless. His stride, his posture, his finish. It's all poetry in motion. Analysts have described it as naturally efficient and biomechanically sound. Even casual viewers can sense something special when he's on the track. He's also a student of the sport. Gout spends time watching footage of Bolt, Blake, Johnson, and Lyles, not to imitate, but to understand. It's clear he respects the game, and he's in it for the long haul. While the immediate goals are Tokyo 2025 and LA 2028, Gout's ultimate stage might just be the Brisbane Olympics in 2032, competing on home soil as a fully matured athlete. It could be Australia's next Kathy Freeman moment. Australia hasn't had a sprinter this promising since the days of Matt Shirvington and Patrick Johnson. Gout's performances have already reignited interest in athletics across the country. The pieces are in place. A nation behind him, the world watching, and a path that could lead him to sprinting immortality. There's no denying the raw talent, there's no denying the numbers, and there's no denying the energy surrounding his name. Gout Gout is not just a fast kid, he's a movement. He's a glimpse into the future of sprinting. And whether or not he reaches Bolt-level greatness, one thing is clear. He doesn't want to follow anyone's footsteps. He wants to make his own, inspired by Gout Gout's story. Hit that like button, drop a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe for more incredible sports stories. Could we be witnessing the rise of the next global sprinting icon? Let us know what you think.
Boston into second. Kosgei pulls off the double.
Yeah, Vera, 11th place in the 1500, super strong, but then really quick turnaround to the 5K here. People see, oh, BU, I don't know, maybe not going to do anything crazy. And then you just come out of nowhere, that last lap, and you go.
Most college athletes dream of making it to nationals, but Vera Schoberg just did something that hasn't been done in over a decade at Boston University. And the way she did it? Absolutely insane. At the NCAA Outdoor Championships this past weekend in Eugene, Oregon, Vera Schoberg, a junior from Stockholm, Sweden, competed in not one, but two events at the National Championships, the 1,500 meters and the 5,000 meters, back-to-back. On the same night, Vera is the first Boston University woman to compete in multiple events at the Outdoor Nationals in the program's history. The last time BU sent both a male and female athlete to any NCAA championships was 2014. This performance represents completely uncharted territory for the program. Earlier this year, Vera made history by running 4:28.12 in the mile at the Valentine Invitational, making her the 23rd fastest collegiate miler ever. This time established her as one of the most elite middle-distance runners in NCAA history. Saturday night at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. First up, the 1,500-meter final at 9:11 p.m., Vera lines up against the best middle-distance runners in the country. She gets out well, sitting in fourth place through the first 300 meters. At the bell lap, she's holding strong in fifth position. But then something happens. The pace kicks up, the field spreads out, and Vera starts to fade. She crosses the line in 11th place with a time of 4 minutes, 12.52 seconds. While not her target result, this earned her second-team All-American honors. Most athletes would celebrate this achievement, but Vera had already proven herself earlier in the season. At the NCAA Indoor Championships in March, she had earned first-team All-American status in the mile. But tonight, she had another race ahead of her. The recovery window, exactly 1 hour and 44 minutes before the 5,000-meter final. 1 hour and 44 minutes to physically and mentally reset for a completely different race. The 5,000 meters requires different tactical preparation, endurance, positioning, and race management over 12.5 laps. Vera would line up against 23 other runners who hadn't already raced that evening. The gun fired at 10:55 p.m., 24 of the best distance runners in the country. Vera positioned herself conservatively in the field. With 2,000 meters to go, that's about 5 laps, Vera is sitting in 17th place. 17th out of 24. The television commentators begin questioning whether the double attempt was too ambitious. The 1,500-meter effort appeared to have taken its toll. But then something starts to happen. With 2 laps to go, she's moved up to 12th. The field is starting to string out as the pace increases. Vera begins to find another gear, moving with the confidence of an athlete who has been holding back. The tactical brilliance becomes clear. She had been running within herself, conserving energy for the crucial final stages. 1 lap to go. The bell rings. This is where everything changes. Vera is in 7th place as they hit the final 400 meters. The crowd is on their feet. The leaders are starting to kick. Vera unleashes something that nobody saw coming. She runs the final lap in 64 seconds. 64 seconds. That's the fastest final lap of anyone in the entire field. Of all 24 runners, she demonstrated the superior closing speed that defines championship-caliber athletes. She starts picking off runners one by one. 6th place, 5th, 4th, 3rd. With 50 meters remaining, she moves into 2nd place. The Stockholm native had executed one of the most tactical masterpieces in NCAA championship history. She crosses the line in 2nd place with a time of 15:34.77, national runner-up, after running a 1,500-meter final just over an hour earlier, after sitting in 17th place with 2,000 meters to go. The crowd goes absolutely wild. Her coaches can't believe what they just witnessed. And Vera, she's just made history. This isn't just the best finish by a Boston University woman at the Outdoor Nationals ever. This represents one of the most remarkable doubles in NCAA history. Only one other athlete attempted the 1,500 to 5,000 double that weekend, Virginia's Margot Appleton. She finished 2nd in the 1,500 and 13th in the 5,000. Vera's combined times were 7 seconds faster. The performance secured 8 points for Boston University, tying the Terriers for 34th place at the championships, a significant contribution to the program's national standing. Vera has accomplished remarkable feats during her time at Boston University: 5 school records, 13 Patriot League titles across cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track. She's the 23rd fastest indoor miler in collegiate history and the 24th fastest outdoor 1,500-meter runner in collegiate history. Earlier this year at the NCAA Indoor Championships, she earned first-team All-American honors in the mile, adding to her growing collection of accolades. Her 4:28.12 mile at the Valentine Invitational broke her own school record and placed her among the fastest collegiate milers ever. But more than the numbers, it's about what she represents. She's an athlete who refuses to settle, who sees limitations as suggestions. Vera is graduating in August. This was supposed to be her farewell performance as a collegiate athlete, her final chapter representing Boston University. But after a performance like that, after demonstrating world-class tactical awareness and finishing speed on the biggest stage, the question becomes inevitable. What's next? Athletes with her caliber of talent and competitive intelligence don't simply step away from the sport. Professional opportunities, international competitions, and Olympic aspirations typically follow performances of this magnitude. What Vera Schoberg did in Eugene wasn't just about running fast. It was about proving that when you refuse to accept limitations, when you trust your fitness and your tactical awareness, when you save your best for when it matters most, magic can happen. She turned what should have been a tactical disadvantage into the performance of a lifetime. She reminded everyone watching why college athletics matter, and she did it all with a 64-second final lap that nobody saw coming. That's the kind of performance that changes everything, not just for Vera, but for everyone who witnessed it. What do you think is next for Vera Schoberg? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of college athletics. What happens when a 21-year-old from a country most people can't find on a map steps onto the Olympic track and does something no African has ever done before? What if I told you that one single race would make an entire nation declare a national holiday? What if I told you this young man was running not just for gold, but for his deceased mother who never got to see him compete on the world's biggest stage? You think you know what happened next? Think again. We're talking about Letsail Tebogo from Botswana, a name that went from complete unknown to legend in just 19.46 seconds. But here's the question that's going to blow your mind. How does a kid from one of the smallest countries in Africa become the first African to ever win Olympic gold in the men's 200 meters. Paris Olympics 2024, the men's 200-meter final.